We know this is the first certified 2023. Faisal, Ajay, Ikin, Gavin, Naseem Akhtar, Padma, Preeti, Hassan, Vikas, Atif, and Zia. Pallavi, Sajad, Zarnab, Azim, Azad, Mohit, Amoor, Tehsin, Abdul, Prashant, Ajay, Subata, Gratis, Ajay, Ali, Basharat, Zinuman, Mafi, Prashant, Asma, Akil, Bhai Dilyas, Fiaz, Garima, Ibrahim, Shakil, Shivani, Talha, Priya, Venkatesh, Adnan, Akmal, Azad, Basil, Mangesh, Murli, Nagraj, Raj, Sachin, Sujit, Chetali, yes, Mohsin, Rizwan Ahmed, Abbas, Shakil Umar. And here we have my 150th PMP of 2023, Mr. Muhammad Shafiq. Ibrahim is the first PMP of 2022. Abhishek, Kisam, Lisa, Adirul, Abhilash, Sabir, Hassan, Manish, Amer, Alvin, Neha, Pradeep, Amit, Rashmi, Amana, Uzair, Rash, Ghulam, Muhammad, Aarti, Pawan, Tariq, Iqtidar, Numan, Mandar, Muazzam, Wasi, Raj, Usman, Afzal, Mateen, Chitra, Naveen, Salah, Deepak, Caroline, Limin, Bilal, Salman, Sayyid, Alam, Nabi, Rujan, Shahzeb, Lata, Chandram, Hassan, Usman, Faisal, Salah, Mr. Mani, Basul, Wasi, Salah, Idrar, Amar, Faisal, Azad, Mohit, Amoor, Tehsin, Abdul, Prashant, Ajay, Subata, Gratis, Ajay, Ali, Basharat, Zinuman, Mafi, Mansoor, Prashant, Ajit, Batu, Greg, Prem, Vivek, Abrar, Ali, Khilafnano, Shah, Mohammed, Rahan. Now we have 450 certified PMP, Mr. Ram. Are you ready? So we are live. Guys, first of all, welcome again. And can you hear me properly? And can you see me properly? Just ping in the chat box if you can hear me and if you can see me. Today I'm gonna do something special for you. And for that's why we had a 1 minute delay. I hope that's okay to all of you. Please put where you're from and what's your plan of doing PMP. What's your plan of doing PMP? Put in the chat box. Yeah. Acha ji, we have so many people here. Sayyid Mumtaz, Alisha, good to have you. Nibosh Aidip, waiting for the class. The class has started. Walaikum assalam. How are you? I'm good. Good to have you, Sinivas, Mohit, Sachin, Ashok, okay, Ghulam Nabi, Hamid, Ginu, Sarika, Shahid, Shri, Sevant, Pooja, Abu Bakr, Faisal, Anushpa, Ramesh, Sajid, Nisht, Sandeep, Ashok, Abu Bakr. Yes, you can hear me. Thank you, thank you. Here and see. Yes, yes, you can. From KSA, good. From Sam in my Saudi Arabian first week. Shabar, you need to look in, like, especially this is for people in Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia had a problem with the dates because in Saudi Arabia there are only two centers. There are a lot of people to give the exam there. Hi Amit. Hi Krishna. Yes. Hi Archita. Good to have you. Wanted to appear exam on 30th. Good. Yahya, Ibad, Faryal. Hi Sumera. Hi Usman. Hames, Kamran. Hey June. Okay. Maksud. Okay. Okay, guys, wherever you are watching, first of all, thank you for joining. Now, PMI has increased number of drags and drops sometime, and I would even say that they have changed the drag and drop question. So we will go through some of the drags and drop questions today also that the PMI is doing. So that's also an interesting thing to look into that. Plus, in order to put into the another context, I want to explain PMP in another way. You know that I'm a big fan of keep trying different things How many of you have watched my video of stakeholder, not stakeholder, what was the topic? Charter, Project Charter and Burj Khalifa, in which I try to summarize the entire PMP. Have you watched it? If not, do watch it. I guess it's a good video. Not only that I made it, but it's kind of a different kind of a video. So have a look at that, how I kind of summarize the entire PMP into that particular way. Oh, thank you, Usman. Thank you, Sandeep. Now, today, I was thinking something different for you guys, how I can put the PMP into the context. So, I have come up with another way, and I would, of course, need your feedback after that. And maybe I'll make a video for it. But first, I want to explain you guys here, since you are the first one to join the coaching calls. So, it will be for you guys. Okay, info here. Okay, yes, you watched. Thank you for watching that. Okay, Ghulam Nabi. Okay. So guys, you can see this thing. So what I'm gonna do in the next 5 to 10 minutes, I'm gonna explain the PMP. This is basically from PMP Canvas. PMP Canvas is basically a book by Antonio. I did a podcast with Antonio on AI. So he's kind of the biggest person in the project management. He's kind of my guru, project management champion, the Thinkers 50. So many things. So from this book, I took this thing. This is made of Project Canvas. Okay, Project Canvas is basically a simplified version of the project management. It talks about the why, how, what, and I hope this is clear to you. Otherwise, I'm going to do Zoom for you. First of all, the Project Canvas talk about why of the project. Okay, what is the purpose of the project? Why should the project be started? What challenges are you going to face? What problems are you going to handle in this patent project? Why is the project meaningful and important, and for whom? How will the project change the future? I want to have this interactive session with you. And is it okay that today's coaching call, if goes 10-15 minutes more than the normal time, put in the chat box. So what I want with you today, as we move forward in this, I want you to answer each question so that we can go deep into that. So why should the project be started? Challenges, problem to solve. Let's focus on this one question. Why should the project started? Challenge, problem to solve. If we put it into the perspective of PMI, which one question are we going to solve here? Which one question are we targeting here? The question is, why should the project started? Which challenge, problem to be solved? If I put into the perspective of documents and the PMP, which document are we talking here? Which document are we challenging here? Okay, okay. Put in the which document? Which document? Business case, benefit management plan, project charter. So this is the question that business case, benefit management plan, project charter answers. So that answers your thing. What is the problem we are going to solve? That problem is in the project charter. Okay, that problem is in the project charter, business case, benefit management plan. These documents, we are looking into that. This is a very beautiful thing. I'm sure you would be enjoying the entire way as we move forward into it, no? Okay, project charter, project charter. Guys, by the way, share this coaching call. This coaching call is going to be the best coaching call ever. So share it with everyone else in your WhatsApp group and all other mediums. Okay, so that they don't miss it. Why is this project meaningful and important, and for whom? So, what is the question we are targeting here? For whom? Why is the project meaningful and important? Okay, I'll put it business case, benefit management plan, and for whom? What does this question mean? What does this question mean? What does this question mean for you? Put in the chat box. What does this question? This question can be the most important question from the PMP perspective. What does this question mean? What does this question mean? Whom this is important for? Where do we look for this patent question? Only 20 likes like it here. We are 70 plus people only at YouTube. This is more identifying business case. A little bit more. I need benefit management plan. Yeah. Satisfy the customer need. Yeah. What else? Go a little bit more deep. Customer satisfaction. Yeah. That's even a deeper level. I like it. But you said customer satisfaction. Okay. That's a good perspective. What else we can look into that? What else we can look into that? A very important thing. The question is saying for whom? Yes, Remgem, that is the money on the box. Stakeholder. This thing is talking about stakeholder. We want to identify the stakeholders. Value vision, that's okay. Okay, desired goal is, but that's not a generalizing. No, 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 no. Should we start this project or not? That's perfectly fine. Stakeholder satisfaction. That is the point, Sandeep. Very well articulated. Nishit, good word. Stakeholder satisfaction. Who are your stakeholder? How you are going to satisfy, work with them. How you are going to look at them, and how you are going to see how those stakeholders are satisfied. That's a good perspective to look into that. Let's go forward. Benefit management plan, nas, na फिर यार. अच्छा. How will the project change the future? I'll answer this one for you. This talks about the business value. What business value this project is going to deliver for you? How this business value is going to handle the project, and how we can look into this patent business value. Okay, this talks about the business value. Okay, now a very straightforward. How much money do you need? Think in the terms of the cost: internal, external resources. Four type of resources: manpower, material, machinery, money. The money thing is covered here. Then team, the most important topic of the PMP. Which competencies you need? Identify the skill required for the team or needed for the project. Who's the member? Who are the main member, core team member, maybe part-time member? You need full-time, virtual. How you are gonna need? Who is managing the project? The RACI chart. What does the RACI stand for? What does the RACI stand for? Put in the chat box. How you are gonna provide them that training here? Did you identify that training? How are you gonna handle the conflict among the team members? What level of conflict is there? Comes to this pattern box. Okay. Now this basically till here any confusion? Yeah, yeah. Rimjim, just message me. I'll share this. Email me or WhatsApp me. I'll share this format with you guys. No problem. Okay, that is not an issue. Okay, that document will be shared. Responsible, accountable, consult. Thank you, Ganesh. Okay, guys, do you like going through this format, or you want me to go and solve the question answers? Because I want to know your perspective every single time. Because for me, you are my stakeholders. Yeah, responsible, accountable, consulting. Still 42 likes, guys. 70 plus people. Shivram Krishna. I'll come to the question answers also. I'll come to that. We'll solve the question. This is great, Brian. Thank you. The format is good. Thank you, Usman. So more vote for there. Okay, I'll come to the question answers also. Conditions here we can identify the risk. What risk you are gonna do? Known forces, known risk, events, people who can influence the project, who is supporting the project. Again, looking at the stakeholders and the risk stakeholders can pose. You see, risk can be either stakeholder can pose or the conditions can pose, weather conditions, earthquake, things like that. Then milestones, like the schedule thing. What are your milestones in the project? What are the important milestones that we need to look in the project? What are the due dates? Important point. Then the next one is quality. How would you know that a project is successful? Which factors will make the stakeholders happy? What are the milestones that are attached to it, and how we are gonna communicate to the stakeholders? Resources. What kind of manpower, machinery, money, material do you need? What facilities required in the stakeholder? Tools are required in the stakeholders. You see, I'm showing the ship. You want to travel, so what you need is there. How much time is there? Starting date, ended date, accepted time, things like that. And of course, the risk factor into that. How we are going to accept that patent thing. And then the result. which problem are you going to solve, how it will be solved, how you are going to create value for the ad, and what are the main components. And finally, who's your sponsor? Identifying the real customer, the main stakeholder. What do we call these main stakeholders? In the stakeholder topic, do put in the chat box who impacted by the project result and how we are going to handle the pertinent conflict. So these are some of the uh, topics that I wanted to put into the context. Is it clear? Now, when you will get this template from me, will you be able to put it into the context? Will you be able to understand that? Okay. I hope that is clear to you. And I still see only 48 likes, guys. Like this video so that it can start coming in the algorithm. No? Okay. So let's go to the question answers for today. Thank you, Sarika. We did still question number 10. So we are going to start from question number 11. Oh, not here. Yeah. So here I will also explain the risk topic one more time because people are still getting confused. And guys, did you share it in your WhatsApp group that the coaching call has started? Okay. Avoid, avoid, moon, plan to share. Okay, okay, avoid. Okay, avoid. So I have solved this question like this multiple times. After detailed analysis, project manager has decided they will change the plan to handle the negative risk. It's a negative risk. It cannot be exploited. They are not gonna transfer. We are left with avoid and mitigate. Okay, we are left with avoid and mitigate. So probability risk is probability into impact. Okay, when you change the plan, Hamas, when you are changing the plan, Abu Bakr, you are making the probability zero. Na? Okay, so we are making the avoid risk. Guys, this question can come into the exam like positive risk, negative risk. What does avoid mean? What does mitigate mean? What does transfer mean? Exploit, enhance, share, acceptance, both active and passive acceptance. So be careful about this pattern question. This is an important question for the exam. Guys, yesterday someone was confused with MVP. MVP is minimum viable product, the product that you produce that you immediately can show to the market and can get a feedback from the customer. I have brought these questions today, which questions are actually the crust or the main point that comes into the exam. So these things, one-liner questions are very important to understand the concept or the context. You are working in an R&D organization. Customer want to test the market. You want to test the market. You want to check the market with the product to that. All of these are MVP. Complete product is never testing the market. Predictive life cycle, no. MJ, why did you put C as an answer here? C is not the answer whatsoever. C has nothing to do with that. So C has nothing to do. A is the right answer in this pattern question. Jim, I would love to know your justification for that. Why did you put C as an answer? So this is an interesting question. Okay. A, D, C. Keyword is the large. Ghulam Nabi, justify your answer. Hamid, justify. Shyam, please justify your answer. Etc. ETC. Faisal, what do you mean by ETC? Includes getting feedback, sending report, combination. Okay. So you are working as a project manager of a large construction project and you have diverse large stakeholders. What will be the communication method you will be using to communicate with? So guys, now you want to communicate with a large audience. Okay. Let's say I want to communicate with the large audience. Okay. Have a diverse large stakeholder. What will the communication method you will be? It may look like that. Let's use the push communication. It's the best thing. Let's put the notice. What if no? What if the main stakeholders did not read the notice? What if the flood was coming? Now this has happened in one of the project I was consulting. If flood is coming, you just put it on the notice. No, no. You need to have a meeting. You need to tell to them. You need to put each and every medium, that is combination of different method, to communicate with them. We need to look into that, when to use push, pull, interactive, and when to use all of that medium. Acha, let's do the what if communication. You are working in a large construction project. Which of these will be the most effective communication method? Now what will your answer? Most effective communication. Yeah, uh, interactive is the most effective. Ghulam Nabi, why you are putting B and put justification here? Why what your answer is? Okay, ji. Guys, still only 53 people has liked. There is 83 people watching. Why only 53 has liked here? Please do like that so that our mantra, each one teach one, it can reach the more people. Achita, on LinkedIn, justify why D answer. Justification is more important than answer here. Initiation. When I risk identified, um, they are identified throughout the project. Okay, let me reiterate this question. What is the best time to identify the risk? What is the best time to identify the risk? No, no, Sumera. Risk are identified through the project. What is the best time to identify the risk? Now that will change the context. The best time, you see, let's say this is time and this is cost. The later you identify the risk, the more cost it will cost you. So this is a very interesting curve. We need to identify the start of the project. It's a very important thing to understand in this context that you must be able to understand SPI should be greater than 1, CPI should be greater than 1. When SPI and CPI greater than 1, then you are ahead of the project and within budget. Okay, so this is the crust of that. Okay, what will you share to your management? You are working in a construction project, your BAC is 1900, planned value 19,000. Okay, your planned value is this, earned value is this. So planned is more, earned is like your planned value is more, earned is less, which means you are behind schedule. So behind schedule, this can be the option. It is not option ahead of schedule. Like I don't have to even calculate the other things. Just by looking at that, this is more, this is less, I straightforward go to this option. You don't have to do formulas, guys. You don't have to do. You just have to use, I would say, more of a common sense. That's it. Nothing more. G. Next question. C change request. Deliverable has been rejected, but the quality say it does not meet the quality requirement. What should the team do first? Escalate it to the sponsor, change the quality standard, raise a change, show to the investor. So straightforward, the answer is safe C. But now I'm gonna change. I called it what if. Do you like the way I do what if? If you like it, I request you to do this yourself. Okay? It does not, deliverable has been rejected by the quality team. Now, production team had a discussion and they disagree with the quality team. And your quality team is third party. What would you do now? Your quality team is third party and the production team is not agreeing or your team is not agreeing. What will you do now? Now we will go to the sponsor. Now we will go to the sponsor. Guys, these things are more important than solving the question answers. These what if analysis. Okay, what happen if this scenarios happen? What happen if this scenarios happen? Because you will not get the same question in the exam. Okay. B C B C B C C B B. Okay. So now finally we have a question on disagreement. How will you handle this? An agreement has been signed with the Tesla and Amazon for battery deliveries from China. You are the manager of Tesla. Upon arrival, you check them and they do not meet quality requirement as outlined in the contract. You try to discuss with Amazon, they are not agreeing. How will you handle this? The conflict management follows this sequence. Step number one, try to negotiate, which we try to did. If that does not happen, step number two, try to do what is written in the contract. The contract is silent. Step number three, try to get a mediator. Okay, try to get a mediator. If that is not possible, then the last step is to going to the court. Guys, going to the court is never feasible for anyone. Okay, so go to the court. I'm gonna eliminate Shahad. Why you will go to the court directly? Have a mediator to do it. I'm gonna eliminate. Okay, so we are okay. I need to change the number. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna eliminate have a mediator that has nothing to do. Fire Amazon and put that can be later on. Do what is written in the contract. Is this clear to everyone? Is this clear to everyone that this becomes the right answer for this question? Put in the chat box. Is this clear to everyone? Okay, great. Next question. You see, I tried to cover the entire PMP in today's question. I did explain, Mr. Mira. You can go a little bit behind and see what are the things that was covered there. Okay, let's see. Ground rule, ground rule, ground rule. Okay, yeah, your team behaviors in the last 20 has been unruly. Individuals have frequently interrupted each other's in attempt to drive. You have established standards. What would you have created? Okay, if the option E was team charter, now what would your answer? If option was E was team charter, now what would be your answer? Salim loved your answer. Everyone else, everyone else got confused. Ali Afraz loved your answer. The right answer is still ground rules, yaar. The right answer is still ground rules. We will, uh, we will not change it. We will not change the answer because, like ground rule, team charter, ground rule are the part of team charter, but they are more specific answer. Nah, ground rule is the right answer here, guys. Yes, Sachin Korel, it is still ground rules. Now let me change the question and now tell me your behavior individual and you identify this is a problem of there is a no vision set or there is no values. Now what will be the answer? Yes, yes, yes. Now everybody is getting the right, huh? Now, when it comes about vision and values, now it becomes team charter, guys. Now it becomes team charter. We need to look in the context. D, 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 A, D. First check with the sponsor. You have been managing a construction project at a stage. Your project objectives are no longer. What will you do? Okay, guys, this is the right answer. There is no doubt. This is the right answer. This is the right. But first, we need to discuss with the sponsor. The first thing that we need to do is to talk to the sponsor. The sponsor will say that okay, the objectives are no longer, then we'll start with the closing. Only sponsor will give you approval for closing the project, and then and only then you can start closing the project. Otherwise, you cannot close the project. This is an important concept to master. Okay. An unidentified risk has occurred. You identified root cause and implement work around for it. You have updated issue log. What will you do that? Okay. One more time, guys. One more time for this thing. An unidentified risk has occurred. It's an issue. Put it into the issue log. Then you do the root cause analysis for that why it was not identified. You raise a change request. Let's handle this problem once for all. It is solved. You update issue log. Okay. Then if it can come into the same project, you update risk register. If it can come to the next project, you update lesson. Okay. And in the end, you put lesson on repository. Read the change request that is already done. Yes, no, no. So B would be the right answer because you have identified the root cause and implemented a workaround. For those people, I see a lot of C answers there, Anushka. Why you are putting C as an answer? The question categorically says that we have implemented a workaround. Then how can you put it that in the context here? It has nothing to do with that. Yeah. Let's do some more questions. Now some long questions. Okay, let's see what you have solved in this question. What Zoha could have done to avoid this situation? Guys, now here I stopped the screen sharing. I wanted to talk to you guys uh, a very important thing. Okay, and that is that whenever there's a long question, whenever there's a long question, read the last line first. Read the last line first. Identify the keywords in the question. Identify the keywords. Read the question completely and then move forward. The entire thing is based on my 7 step formula, and I have sent this copy to more than now 100,000 people or something like that. If you still haven't received my free booklet, email me. I'll share you this 7 step formula. In this 7 step formula, I share the entire thing. Read the last line first, read the question slowly, identify the keywords, identify the process group, identify the life cycle, use elimination technique, and then do the root cause analysis. This is my bestseller 7 step formula, which I have given to so many people who joined my coaching call. I don't even remember, who joined my coaching call free of cost. If you still haven't received your copy, if you still haven't received your copy, I would highly recommend that you can watch that. Okay, you can message me there, and we can work into that. Okay, just email me. I'll send it to you. Okay, let's go to the question answers. What oh, what Zoha could have done to avoid this situation? What she could have done to avoid this situation? A financial organization moving their current system to new modern system, and they are in execution phase. The project manager Zoha observed that there is a gap of a technical person which can impact and delay. The project manager requested to human resource department and being recruited a technical person, but the currently assigned member became reluctant and he decided to participate in the world war. That is level 5 conflict. Okay. What she should have done better. Before news transfer the currently, I wouldn't do that. Transfer that, no. I would work into that and eliminate that thing. Guys, whenever there is a option for the training, we need to look into that, and here that is the option. Okay, D option I wouldn't say that. C is the right answer. Okay, next question. What is the first course of action for the project manager? A project manager joined in the middle of execution in a project. After his joining, he observed that there's a gap of collaboration of the team members and with the stakeholder. And he feels that the team member still is in the forming stage. Now he stands, he want to take initiative to resolve the problem. What should he do? Update the plan, how that will help us. Study the lesson learned, not bad. Arrange a meeting and discuss with them. That can be a thing. No, I wouldn't go for this thing. C would be a right answer. Okay, we have solved, I guess, 13 questions. How many questions I have solved? Anyone is counting? Anyone? That will be. So let's go and let's do the LinkedIn question. Guys, for those who are joining for the first time, every week, uh, every day, actually every day, I put questions on LinkedIn. Okay, and I do recommend that I do recommend that you basically join there and solve those question answers also. Every day we put a lot of question on LinkedIn. Guys, as our give back, I would request everyone to please, so that we can reach to more people, to repost this with your own thoughts. Maybe you can put it enjoying the coaching call, something like that. Like, I'm reposting it. Did you join? Something like that. So something like that you can repost it. Just go to my LinkedIn. I'll post my LinkedIn here, and I would recommend that so that more people can be reached here for the question answer session. This is my LinkedIn actually. Okay, you haven't reached there. Okay, we daily solve the question answers. We daily put the question answers. Okay, so let's solve those question answers. Okay. So we'll solve three question answers from today. Okay, and we will work into that. And I put a lot of content for you on my LinkedIn. A lot of content. Daily question is the most important thing which I want you guys to daily solve that and connect me with their things like that. Okay, please solve this question. Please solve this question. Thank you, Samaira. Thank you very much. Appreciate your comment. G, what will be your answer? Ghazi is saying A, all the cross functional. Okay, I'll solve it. What would be the most effective action for the Scrum Master to take in this situation? In an agile project, the team has consistently raised concern about the product owner during the last three sprints. They feel that the product owner is not responsive, and as a result, the team struggles to deliver value. As a Scrum Master, you have tried to address these concerns, but issue persists. You have currently recently discovered that product owner is under immense pressure, etc. What would be the most effective thing? Hold a meeting and to discuss challenges. It's a good option. Organize a team building event. That's not an option. Escalate the issue. Blame, no. I would go for the A option. In my opinion, A would be the right option, and that is what a lot of people has considered it here. So A was the right option into that patent way. So you see, a lot of people interact with these question answers, and if you are not solving the questions there, you are missing a lot of things. So I do recommend there. Here is the next question. A, B. Anushpa give justification. Vinu, Ghazi give justifications. Okay. In this context, you recently learned that one of the key stakeholders who had a neutral position has become resistance due to cultural and political pressure from this country. Which of the action would be most effective? You are the project manager working on an international project to build a new manufacturing facility. The project involves stakeholder. You have decided to use engagement metrics to do that. Keep the stakeholder informed about that. Okay, adjust your plan. Okay, escalate. B will be the right answer, guys. It's a very important question, by the way. B will be the right answer. B will be the right answer. By the way, this is my statistics. Now we have 186 certified PM. What should the project manager do? A project has reached a critical point and a decision must be made. The project manager wants to meet the project team. Okay, but unable to agree. What should they? He should look here and try to make a decision from them. You see, and a decision must be made. This is a very critical point that many people miss here. It must be made immediately. Okay, so here they are unable to make it. He should make the decision. Pooja, no, we cannot find a solution here. We already did everything. Now this is a patent case that happens in the project, and people always want to be at that side. Okay, we will find the solution. Sometimes you have to do forcing the solution. Sometimes you need to look into that, and that is the right solution at that point in time. So you need to look into that. Okay, what I can do now, and that becomes an interesting point of view. I hope, guys, you have enjoyed the coaching call and you have liked this video and shared on LinkedIn. If you want to become certified PMP, now the batch program is going to start in just 9 days. Yes, next Friday it is going to start. If you haven't registered for now, register it so that you can become PMP in 1 month. Now, one of the most interesting thing in my program is a customized roadmap. I understand that it may be possible that you had Aftari or things like that, after the like when the program is going on after the program. First of all, I have changed the timing of my program according to the aftari in all the countries. Like initially we used to do it 6 p.m. Saudi time. Now we will be starting at 7 p.m. Saudi time. Why? Because I want to make sure that once you join the program, you become certified PMP. The goal is that you become certified PMP in just 1 month. Already 188 PMP this year, and the goal is that you become certified PMP and this year in 1 month. I'll make sure through my coaching call, through my daily follow up, and through working with you that you become certified PMP. But you have to give me this opportunity to work with you. The clock is ticking. I am posting it. I am working with you. You have to register. This is my number. This is the email. Register now, and we'll make sure that you become certified PMP. The training fee is $499 for group program, and for one to one it is it is $999. That is how much I am confident. Like if you will see everyone, like I don't want to name anyone, but everyone say, let's call, and then they will discuss the fee. I am telling you straightforward that my programs are premium program because I'll make sure one thing that I coach you, I guide you, I work with you till you become certified PMP, like hundreds of students, and we will be reaching in April 1000 PMP in 3 years. You can become among them. Thank you very much. Let's become PMP. And with that, Assalamu alaikum, Namaste, Sat Sri Akal. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are. See you next Wednesday, same time, same place, solving more than 10 questions. And daily, if you are interacted at LinkedIn, daily one question at LinkedIn. Bye bye. Thank you very much. Vinod is the first certified PMP of 2023. Faisal, Ajay, Ikin, Gavin, Naseem Akhtar, Padma, Preeti, Hassan, Vikas, Atif, and Zia. Pallavi, Sajad, Zarnab, Azim, Azad, Mohit, Amoor, Tehsin, Abdul, Prashant, Ajay, Sugata, Gritis, Ajay, Ali, Busharat, Zinumar, Mafi, Prashant, Asma, Akil, Bhai Dilyas, Fiaz, Garima, Si Ibrahim, Shakil, Shivani, Talha, Priya, Ritesh, Adnan, Akmal, Azan, Basil, Mangesh, Murli, Nagraj, Raj, Sachin, Sujit, Chetali, yes, Mohsin, Rizwan Ahmed, Abbas, Shakil Umar. And here we have my 150th PMP of 2023, Mr. Muhammad Shafiq